Welcome to Alicia Style. Take a breath and let softness redefine what elegance means to you. There's a certain hush that falls over winter mornings when the world is wrapped in frost and cashmere. In those quiet moments, the richest statement isn't made with volume, but with depth, the depth of mocha against camel, chocolate against cream, the gentle conversation between textures that feel expensive even when they're not. Today we're stepping into the timeless world of Ralph Lauren's winter palette. Warm, grounded browns and mochas that whisper heritage, stability, and unstudied grace. These are the colors that make strangers assume trust funds and country estates, yet they translate beautifully into everyday lives. 9 reflective pairings lie ahead, each one designed to wrap you in quiet luxury that feels like coming home to yourself. Let's begin. You walk into the morning cafe, snow still clinging to your boots, and the barista smiles a little longer than usual. She thinks you've just come from the family estate upstate, but really you're wearing last season's coat refreshed with intention. A tailored camel wool wrap coat falls to mid-calf, its belt cinched softly to trace an hourglass without effort. Beneath it, a mocha cashmere turtleneck schemes rather than clings, tucked into high-waisted chocolate wide-leg trousers in brushed wool that move like liquid. The silhouette is long, deliberate, quietly commanding. Light catches the subtle sheen of the trousers and the matte softness of the sweater, creating a play of depth that reads expensive from across the room. They assume heirloom pieces. Only you know the magic is in the harmony of tones that warm every skin tone they touch. This is the quiet confidence that lingers long after you've left, the gentle inheritance of looking like you've always belonged. Imagine curling into an oversized leather chair by the fireplace, a first edition poetry book in hand. You're wearing a mocha mock neck midi dress in fine merino wool, its ribbed texture catching golden light like whispered secrets. Over it, a tobacco brown herringbone blazer, slightly oversized, sleeves pushed just so. The dress hugs gently, then releases into a soft A-line, creating a silhouette that feels both protected and feminine. A thin tan leather belt rests low on the hips, adding subtle structure. The blazer's nubby texture contrasts with the dress's smoothness, telling a story of intentional layering. From the back, the look is scholarly. From the front, quietly sensual. People assume Ivy League libraries and trust funds. They never guessing the dress was an end-of-season treasure. This is elegance that reads like inherited wisdom rather than purchased perfection. You step out for weekend errands that somehow feel like an editorial shoot. A creamy oatmeal chunky knit sweater, thick enough to cocoon, meets high-waisted mocha mousse wide-leg trousers in soft wool crepe that pull just slightly over tan leather loafers. The sweater's cable pattern adds gentle texture, while the trousers offer liquid movement, stillness, and flow in perfect conversation. A long camel coat is draped open, its collar turned up against the chill. The palette moves from warm cream to deepest mocha like gradients in a winter sunset, universally flattering, impossibly refined. Strangers assume you're off to a private viewing or lunch at a members-only club. They see quiet luxury. You feel effortless comfort wrapped in beauty. This is the daydream you get to live every time you choose tones that nurture rather than announce. You're waiting for the town car that's actually just your friend's SUV, but no one needs to know. A chocolate brown cashmere polo sweater, collar delicately popped, is tucked into camel-tailored trousers with a pressed crease sharp enough to cut glass. Over everything, a long mocha duster coat in double-faced cashmere floats behind you like a cape. The silhouette is lean yet forgiving, the polo sweater offering soft structure, the trousers elongating, the coat providing drama without effort. Light slides across the cashmere, creating a subtle glow that photographs like filtered sunlight. People part slightly as you walk, sensing money even when it's only taste. This is the kind of elegance that makes others straighten their posture unconsciously, the quiet power of perfect proportions in winter's kindest hues. You inherited nothing but your mother's eye for quality, and today it shows. A simple cream silk cream blouse is half-tucked into rich, espresso brown pleated trousers that catch the breeze like quiet applause. Over it all, an oversized mocha scarf, large enough to be a blanket, is looped twice and left to fall asymmetrically. The trousers' pleats add softness to the waist, the blouse adds luminosity at the neckline, the scarf adds romance. Textures speak gently, silk sheen, wool crepe, cashmere blend. The palette is warm enough to make winter feel generous. A stranger asks where you summer. You smile and say, nowhere special. They'll never guess the scarf was the most expensive piece, or that everything else was chosen to make it sing. This is how you build a legacy wardrobe, one thoughtful layer at a time. You've just come from riding, or at least that's the fantasy you're serving. Tan jodhpurs in stretch wool are paired with a chocolate brown fitted turtleneck and a camel quilted barn jacket that somehow looks couture. The silhouette is equestrian sharp, high waist, long leg, gentle flare at the hip. A thin brown leather belt with gold stirrup detail cinches everything together. The quilting catches light differently than the smooth wool, creating depth that reads as generational wealth. Your cheeks are flushed from the cold, hair slightly tousled under a cashmere beret. People assume stables and stock portfolios. You're actually heading to a creative meeting where you'll quietly dominate. This is the magic of Ralph Lauren codes translated into real life, strength wrapped in unmistakable softness. Late afternoon light turns everything cinematic. You're wearing a tobacco brown oversized blazer over a matching mocha slip dress in bias-cut satin that schemes rather than reveals. The blazer is borrowed from the boys, sleeves rolled once, hem hitting mid-thigh. Beneath, the slip dress catches whatever light remains, creating a subtle glow against winter skin. Tan knee-high boots ground everything with quiet authority. The look moves from boardroom to dinner without changing. Just remove the blazer to reveal delicate spaghetti straps. Texture play is everything. Nubby wool against liquid satin. Matte boots against sheen. People slow their cars to watch you cross the street. They see timeless romance. You feel powerfully yourself. This is quiet luxury that photographs like a memory you haven't lived yet. You've been invited somewhere with fireplaces and dogs and no Wi-Fi bliss. A cream cable knit sweater vest layers over a chocolate brown wide leg cords, topped with a camel cape coat that makes every doorway feel like a grand entrance. The vest adds preppy charm, the cords add tactile comfort, the cape adds theater. A silk hermit scarf in mocha paisley is tied loosely at the neck. The silhouette is relaxed yet deliberate, nothing tight, everything considered. You look like you own the property rather than visiting it. Textures piled gently, cable knit, corduroy wale, cashmere cape. The palette makes cold cheeks look intentional rather than weather-beaten. This is weekend elegance that feels like breathing, deep, slow, and completely your own. You pause beneath bare branches, breath visible, looking like a painting someone forgot to title. A mocha wool skirt, midi-length and slightly flared, moves with every step. Above it, a cream cashmere crew neck is tucked just enough to show the skirt's high waist. A long chocolate brown coat with a generous collar frames everything like a masterpiece. Delicate gold jewelry catches whatever light dares to appear. The silhouette is softly feminine, nipped waist, gentle flare, long lines. Fabrics speak luxury in whispers. Fine wool, pure cashmere, subtle sheen at the coat's lapel. People assume old portraits and older money. You know the secret is choosing colors that make winter feel like it was designed just for you. This is the quietest way to wear power, wrapped in tenderness, rooted in grace. These are your old money winter style, Ralph Lauren Brown and Mocha Palette Edition. Which pairing speaks to you most? Comment below, save this video, and subscribe to Alicia Style for more timeless inspiration every day.